The teacher who changed millions. The inspiring life of Dr. Vikas Divyakirti. There are teachers, and then there are those who changed the meaning of education itself. This is the story of a man who turned failures into lessons, struggles into strength, and made knowledge not just a subject, but a way of living life. Dr. Vikas Divyakirti.
Years ago, in a small town of Haryana, a curious boy was born in a simple Hindi-speaking family. His parents were teachers, and from them he inherited not wealth but the love for learning. While most children dreamed of becoming doctors or engineers, Vikas loved books, ideas, and questions that had no easy answers.
He wasn't born brilliant, but he had something rare: clarity and curiosity. He loved Hindi literature, philosophy, and the depth of human emotions. In college, he was not the loudest student in the room, but always the one who listened deeply and asked the question others feared to ask.
The dream of civil services. Like many Indian youth, he too dreamt of the UPSC civil services. But unlike others, he didn't want power. He wanted purpose. He wanted to understand India, its people, its pain, and its possibilities. He appeared for the UPSC exam and not only cleared it in his first attempt, but joined the Ministry of Home Affairs as an IAS officer.
But here's where his story takes a turn. Even after achieving what millions only dream of, he resigned. Yes, he left one of India's most prestigious jobs. Why? Because he realized he was born not to rule, but to teach. Not to sit in an office, but to awaken minds. The birth of Drishti IAS. With very little money but unshakable vision, he started his institute, Drishti IAS. He didn't have fancy classrooms, no big advertisements, just chalk, board, and his belief that education should feel like conversation, not pressure. His first student sat on the floor, but listened with shining eyes. He explained complex topics in Hindi, the language of their hearts, and slowly the walls of fear began to fall. He wasn't just teaching UPSC, he was teaching how to think, feel, and believe again. The teacher who speaks like a friend. Over time, his classroom became a family. He talked about society, love, morality, and failure, topics most teachers avoid. He would say, UPSC is not a race, it's a reflection. You're not preparing for a post, you're preparing for life. His way of teaching, full of humor, philosophy, and humanity, made him a living legend. Students started saying, "Sir doesn't just teach syllabus, he teaches sense." The man behind the legend. Beyond the classroom, Dr. Vikas Divyakirti is a poet, writer, and philosopher. He deeply loves Hindi literature and believes that true education is when a person becomes humble. He never hides his emotions. He openly talks about his failures, personal struggles, and the loneliness that success often brings. He says, "A teacher is not someone who knows everything. A teacher is someone who learns every day from his students. That's why millions connect with him, because he's real." Today, Drishti IAS has become one of India's biggest learning communities. But more than an institute, it's a movement. One that empowers students from villages, small towns, and Hindi medium backgrounds to dream big. Through his YouTube channel, lectures, and talks, Dr. Divyakirti has reached millions, inspiring not only UPSC aspirants, but anyone who ever felt left behind. The final message. Dr. Vikas Divyakirti's life teaches us something powerful.
That success is not about titles, but impact. That even one teacher with honesty and love can transform a generation. He showed that the true meaning of education is not to fill your mind, but to open your heart.
If this story touched your heart, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, English Story World. Your support inspires us to bring more such stories that speak to your soul. Let's keep learning, feeling, and growing together. See you in the next story. Until then, stay inspired and keep believing endlessly.